Make money, make muscles, learn game. If you're listening to me, you're a hot dude. The hot dude life is not about your physical appearance. The hot dude life is a mentality. The Hot Dude Army is a global network, and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. Decrease your judgment of others and increase the judgment of yourself. So you belong to the streets, huh?
100%.
It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
This is a textbook example of really good game.
Boom, baby. We are live. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 562, where we're going to continue my breakdown of Valuetainment Money, the episode that I was on when I was in the MIAO. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Looks like for the people that are still involved in cryptocurrency, looks like the Ethereum merge is going to happen, which is huge. We are standing by doing the price action. Charlie is live on the Cultivate Crypto team side. Everything's looking up and well. I'm so happy. I'm looking at what's happening right now in the bear market with cryptocurrency versus what was happening the time before. And I've got to say, there is a massive situation happening right now with crypto that is unique to something that's never happened before. And what it is that we are totally experiencing extremely high levels of activity in the cryptocurrency space right now. And it's a bear market. That's huge. Usually there's a massive drop off. So hold on to your butts because we are going to the moon. We are going to wrap up the second half of today's show. So we're going to go back to the Valuetainment Money episode, and we're about to enter the segment of the show where I go through about a 10-minute long battle, and it's a prime example of how to hold frame. Let's just not waste any time, and let's just jump right into it because the Alpha Zebra is here, baby. Let's roll. And by the way, the Bogota Bad Boys are 100% reuniting. October 18th to October 23rd. That's all I'm going to say for now. Stay tuned for more details.
But I think also in my household, if I was a boy, I think my dad would be absentee dad because my mom, she's narcissistic. She's a doctor, so she's smart and narcissistic. And bipolar, which means she is really mean. She's not a little mean. She's really mean. So she would hit me a lot. Like she was super, super abusive, and it just doesn't, I don't care about it. Like, yeah, well, she was a shitty parent, but whatever. But she was really mean to my dad, and my dad was the sweetest dude you can find.
Wow.
How are
That
you even
to me,
mean
as a
to
man,
person?
is unacceptable.
No.
Yeah.
If you're the guy and you're bringing home the bacon, so to speak, and your wife is mean to you,
like mean on the point of where
Unacceptable.
I had to tell my dad. I was like,
like a bitchy wife.
yeah, I was
Would
like,
you ever put up with that?
you know what?
He's gonna
Once-
even have a response.
I was young. I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I literally told my dad in the face. I was like, "Are you going to whoop her ass or what?"
Straight up, huh?
Yeah. I was
And
like, "She's whooping."
what did he say?
She was like, "You can't hit people." I was like, "Yeah, you can."
So your dad was
Like-
not alpha. Your dad was.
So this is eerily similar to Johnny Depp's situation, and it just goes to show you, like, your household, you're gonna replicate what happens in your childhood 9 times out of 10. If you are raised by a single person, chances are you're gonna act like a single person, and you're gonna end up a single person. You're gonna have to do some extreme introspection, reflection, therapy, coaching, all of that in order to get the behaviors that you do want in life, which would be like facilitating a relationship with somebody you love. Because single people don't know how to, raise children, how to have a relationship, right? It's very, very rare. With Johnny Depp, right? Going back to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, that was like the most viral thing that had happened between a man and a woman, probably in the last decade, right? I would say it was even more viral than the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith situation. Johnny grew up with a very narcissistic woman who abused him and abused the father, and the father never fought back. And Johnny replicated that by being attracted to Amber Heard, who is an abusive, she literally was sized up by the psychiatrist to have narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder character traits. Now, I know a lot of you guys swear up and down that you dated a girl with BPD, and you just literally just watch Rolo's broadcast and you're like, oh my, this girl's BPD because Rolo said so. Probably not. However, Amber Heard was absolutely borderline personality disorder. I mean, this woman literally shit in the bed, right? Not at the behavior of a sane woman. That being said, Johnny was replicating what happened in his childhood with Amber. His father just took it, and this is eerily similar. However, Bella looks like she went the whole opposite route, though. This happens too. Typically children, when they resent their parents so much, they will go the complete opposite direction. And she obviously is very hurt and not very fond of her mother. Therefore, what did she do? She decided to become the complete opposite, become a sweet, loving, nurturing woman. And I'm telling you, this is not an act, man. This is not an act. This chick was legit sweet, tender, and loving in real life. Very trusting, very feminine, very fragile in a good feminine way. You know what I mean? And I think this story is very interesting.
He was not a tough guy. He was not like, here's
No.
the deal. Your mom ran the show in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was scared of her.
No.
Scared to death.
Tyranny.
Yeah. Not a recipe
NPDs
for...
are vicious.
What are you calling it?
NPDs, narcissistic personality disorder.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're vicious.
Oh, they're horrible.
Vicious.
Horrible.
Got it.
So my dad would step away because she would hit me, but she told him, she's not your kid, get the fuck out.
Because it was your stepdad.
Yeah.
Ah,
And that's the worst thing
Would
you
she
can
hit
say.
him?
No. She would
she
be
knew her
mean
limits.
though.
She knew her limits.
I mean, my
You have
dad
sisters?
was like
You have brothers and
6
sisters?
No.
Only child.
Yeah. My dad was 6'3". He was a big dude. So
Your biological dad or
my
stepdad?
no, both of my biological dad too.
Yeah,
He
you're
was-
5'8". People are
Everybody's
used to-
tall in Sweden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But I mean, I think if my mom would hit him or do anything, he would hit back.
Got it.
But it's hard because it made me sad. So if you're a boy growing up and you see that, I mean, you go like, oh, maybe I should just shut up and not say anything.
It's your mental model.
Yeah, because my dad doesn't react, so I shouldn't probably do that either.
Yeah.
So, you know, you
You
just
can really
lose
go
your-
one of two ways. You can say that's all I've ever known.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's I'm just gonna play into
Let that define
or say,
you.
bro. Like I don't like this, and I'm gonna be totally different. And that's
Yeah.
what I was able to
I mean,
do.
Yep.
I could bow down to my mom and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to do as you say.
Right.
Like, fuck you.
Or you could be a crazy abusive narcissist.
Yeah, I could,
Right.
but I'm not
Not
that
your
either.
stuff.
Thank God. Thank God.
yeah.
We got about an hour left here, and I want to get some stuff in. Natalia, I want to get to the super chats real quick. You live in Japan.
I do.
I want to get this. Biggest difference lifestyle-wise and dating-wise between living in the States and Japan. What you got?
Japanese women are thin.
Do you like thin or thick?
I don't like thick. I think thick is fake. Like I think that's just like something like the media is pushing. Like, oh, you know, you want this thick girl.
No, I don't
thick
mean
girl.
I don't mean
Thick
mean
with multiple
thick,
Cs?
but like you know,
you have accepted the
athletic or
truth.
curvy or you know.
You want a girl with some booty, some
Yeah.
meat.
Curvy is abused nowadays.
Okay.
But I like a girl who, if I could give you like good measurements, I would like a girl that's like 5'4", 120 pounds, 34 C breasts, nice round ass, nothing big, nothing fucking in a Takeshi 6ix9ine music video, and who's demure, has modesty and decency, and she's feminine, and
She's
like
not on OnlyFans.
she doesn't have hoe
Just kidding.
tendencies. You know what
No
I mean?
hoe tendencies.
Like, you know, like a man with a plan, he didn't have time for a woman in his life that got hoe tendencies.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean? Because that's just that's. And
And you can see, I fucking love this chick, Monica. Because, like I said, Swedish Bella Monica, you can see she's just totally in my frame. But we're 1 hour into sitting here right now, and you can see everything I'm saying. She's just validating it, agreeing with it, totally like not only jumping into my frame, but supporting it. And this is why it's important for you guys to naturally become leaders. For you men that do not want to be leaders, it is your birthright and it is your duty as a man to be a leader. And this does not mean being domineering, okay? A good leader can understand a situation and sit down, analyze the group of people, and if he knows he's not the one most qualified to lead, he'll quickly get in line, submit to the alpha at hand, and be like, okay, what's the objective and how can we get this done? I will submit to your authority. Let's get the objective sorted, right? Like, for example, if I were to go hang out, let's say I was going to go to a crypto talk with me, Miguel, and Charlie, right? I wouldn't be like, whoa, everybody, all crypto questions need to come to me, right? No. What would I handle? I would handle more macro questions, right? And I would handle beginner to, I would say beginner to lower level advanced questions. I would handle that. Community questions would go to Miguel. Deep TA analysis would go to Charlie, right? And I would know my place. Just like if there was a men's self-improvement seminar going on, Charlie and Miguel would defer to me because that's my area of expertise. You guys can see what I'm saying? It's not about being domineering. It's about understanding where you lie in the hierarchy and doing your best to get the group to the objective that needs to be completed, okay? And as a man, women are biologically hardwired to follow a man. Okay, it's just in their nature. There's nothing sexist about this. There's nothing racist about this, bigot, whatever the fucking goddamn, fucking thought police want to say these days. Okay, bottom line is if you show me a woman that's in a relationship, leading the relationship, 9 times out of 10 she's going to be unhappy. Okay, women want to find a good man that they can submit to and understand leadership. And this is why if you guys are watching my channel and you just want a girlfriend, you absolutely have to learn leadership. Period.
It's a derailer from your focus. You know what I mean? So in Japan, the girls are extremely feminine.
Yeah.
Extremely intelligent. Very fashionable. I like girls who have like high levels of fashion. And they're just very kind, and it's just pleasure. It's not like a dick measuring contest. Like when you date American girls, like they try like one up you. Like,
Yeah.
like why do I need to dominate you just to prove what? Like,
Yeah.
And it's just a pain in the ass. The women there are feminine. I don't want a masculine woman. No guy, and a lot of guys tolerate this, but no guy really needs an argumentative woman in his life. You know,
No, that is so true.
You know,
so true.
Who's going to question his every decision? You know what I mean?
And it's a pain in the ass.
It is because
it's a fight all the time.
It just stops the momentum.
Yeah.
You know, you want a yes sir chick, like, you know, like, we need to go here. Yes sir, let's do it. Right?
And I prefer it that way. I was like, don't fucking ask me where I wanted to eat, just book it and we'll go. Like, I don't have, like, I want to be pampered. Just take my hand and said, we're going here. Thank you.
That's why I say.
That's sweet. And do you say thank you?
Yes, I do.
Every time? Still to your husband?
Listen, every time we go out and eat and he pays whatever, and I'm like, thank you, hun, for the food.
Dude, my girl, same way.
Every time.
Yeah, my only question with that is, a lot of women say that.
Yeah.
And then you take them to the wrong restaurant that they didn't want to go to.
It's food.
I think
There's
you
no
date a lot
fucking
of
wrong
shitty
restaurant.
women.
No, I'm not saying it for me.
Do you date uppity people?
No, I don't deal with high maintenance women. No.
Well, it
No,
seems like you do because they're complaining.
No, not at all.
And you can see, like, I kind of called him out, and then she jumps on board. She's like, "Well, you do seem like you are dating some shitty individuals." I think Adam has dated. I think Adam puts up with shit. To be honest with you, not a dig at him, but you know, you don't just make up those stories. Don't just come out of nowhere, right? And that's another thing too. I think there's a lot of things that happen in the red pill. So many guys in the red pill and this manosphere, this men's self-improvement corner, they just think that, like, all women are shit. And it's not true. Are a large majority of women shit? I would say so. Are a large majority men shit? I would say so too. We're here because we're trying to be above average. We're trying to be better than the rest, right? So, I mean, looking at the situation at hand, I think you just have to realize that it's not in your best interest to have such a defeatist mindset. Some of these polls that I put out on my community tab are just so, like, depressing, mate. So fucking depressing, mate. Like, these guys are so defeatist, like the black pill, the MGTOWs. And I understand, but again, with the bar so low these days, it is totally possible to get a career that is going to have you making $100,000 a year within, dude, even if it takes you 6 years, it's totally worth it, right? And then you can have an above average life. Go to the gym, count your calories, be smart. Don't fucking do drugs. Don't black out drunk every fucking weekend, right? These little things that you do compound into a great above average life. Okay. But yeah, going back to the statement here with Adam, like, for me, this is how you guys have to handle it as men. When you're setting a date and you're setting a situation with a girl, you say, hey, you know, we're gonna go to this Wolfgang Steakhouse, right? And we're gonna go there at 12 p.m. And if a girl is down with everything, she's gonna be like, yeah. And if she's like, oh, well, listen, I have a client call at, like, you know, 12:15. That's the only objection she'll come up with, right? Or she'll be like, oh, you know, I really don't feel like eating steak. We had steak the last 3 days. Can we go somewhere else? That's what they'll say. And then all you need to do is consider it as a man. Just like, okay, what do I want to do? Like, you know, if your woman is a good woman and you want to, like, oblige to, you know, be a decent to be a decent partner. I'm fucking stuttering Stanley over here. What's going on with me, guys? If you want to be a decent partner, then you could consider it. Like, oh, okay, you know what, babe? Let's go to the Vietnamese restaurant. Let's go to the Thai restaurant. Hey, let's go to friggin', I don't know, what are places in America? Let's go to Chipotle. Let's go to, I was going to say Outback, but I just said steakhouse. You know what I'm saying? You oblige. But if you're going to be with a chick and she's just going to throw a temper tantrum when you're out, like, I don't want to go here. Blah, that's a woman with no decency. And that's a woman who 1,000%,
she belongs to the streets.
Just open the door of the car, be like, hey, can you just check that back tire real quick? Can you just check if the air is low? I think I'm hearing, like, some thuds or something. And when she gets out, throw her purse in the street and boom, take off. You're good to go.
Now we're going to team up on you.
Oh, shit. I just got dominated on my own show over here. Damn. No. But, and I'm more just speaking out of, like, there's going to people be like, all right, well, I took my girl to the sushi restaurant. Turns out she hates sushi. Whatever. I mean, who the hell hates sushi?
There's rice.
So you're saying just pick the fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
Take the girl there. Don't ask if she wants to do that. She'll find something
If
she
she likes you, she'll go to McDonald's.
Yeah,
That's the truth. If
100%.
she likes you.
My first date with my ex was at a McDonald's. He called me up. He was like, "Hey," and we hooked up before that.
You want a McFlurry, babe?
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I'm just on my way to work. I was going to McDonald's to get food. Do you
Yeah.
want to come with?" I was like, "Sure."
And they love that because they love to just feel, oh, he wants me to be part of this. If they like the guy. You
By
know
the
what I
way,
mean?
I'm supposed to take a girl out to dinner night. That shit just got canceled. We're going to Mickey D's. Done.
Blocked.
Perfect. If he likes you, fuck it. No,
Yeah.
I mean the best date ever is like, you know, put something nice on. I'm gonna pick you up at 8.
Exactly.
You agree with this, Natalia?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I
Yeah.
do. I like the idea of like someone just because it's like they're planning an event for you to attend.
Yeah.
Natalia,
Yeah.
get ready. Look your best. Look pretty. We're going. We have
Yeah.
reservations at
It-
9 p.m. I'll see you then.
That's what
Yeah.
I do with my girl.
That's what you want.
Yeah,
Would you
I
say
like
that
I just
most
have to make
women
sure it
want
fits my
that exact
schedule.
conversation?
Yeah, because I feel like when a dude does that, I feel like he put thought into it. It doesn't matter if it's freaking McDonald's or whatever.
I think it's
he
this.
put thought into
Natalia,
it.
listen,
it's
I want
the
you to get
security.
ready. I want to look at your best. You got a McFlurry coming your way, girl.
Yeah.
And maybe a little McRib if
No,
you play your
I would
cards
like.
right.
I would want to go
Ooh.
to a nice restaurant.
Maybe a little
Like,
McSausage.
it's one thing if
after.
you're driving and you pick up McDonald's, but like if you're saying, "Hey, we're getting dinner. Like we're gonna have dinner tonight,"
Yeah.
and it's like a crappy dinner, you know, don't tell me to get dressed and everything. I
Yeah.
wouldn't take it as
The
that.
most
Gotcha.
romantic thing ever is when a dude cooks for you. That one time he does it because it's your first date, whatever. I love cooking. I don't let any man into my kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like, stay the fuck away from my kitchen. Do not touch anything.
Yeah.
Don't even look at me. Just sit somewhere else. But when he does it for you as a date,
Yeah,
and
you like
he,
that?
you know, invites you over, it doesn't have to be something like elaborate or I don't know why.
Why is it a turn on for a man to cook for you? Because he's putting in effort. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's putting in
Yeah.
an effort to the relationship.
By
which
the way,
means-
gentlemen out there, if you can't cook, here's the move. Okay.
Order it and
Order
put it in
it.
the oven.
Yeah.
and
Put that shit in the
and
oven.
let it cook a
Next thing you
little.
know, oh, I think dinner's out. Oh, you're
Yeah.
cooking.
Or you know-
maybe you make a salad, and then you just you
Yeah.
you keep the lasagna, the pasta, the
I mean,
steak kind
yeah.
of just
You know, it's
on
cute.
deck.
Made it.
It's romantic.
Yeah,
It's,
I
you know,
agree.
I like it.
I
Get
agree.
in when you fit in. Kind of. a
Let me
thing.
ask you this.
Yes.
But, you know, and it's not that hard to learn how to cook, guys. Honestly, one of my go-to things when I was in my 20s, because I would have girls over all the time and cook for them, and it's really simple. All you do is get some fettuccine alfredo, chicken fettuccine alfredo. Okay, so if you have a grill at home, you just season the chicken breasts, you grill it on each side, right? Like 3 minutes on each side, and then you get a pre-made jar of Alfredo sauce from like Ragu or Presto or whatever, and then you boil the pasta. You boil some linguine. You boil the linguine or you boil the fettuccine, right? Strain it, add the sauce, mix it up. Take the chicken breasts off the grill, cut it in nice little slices, and lay it on top of the pasta. Sprinkle some parsley on that if you want to, or some Parmesan cheese. Bro, you're done. Literally, worst case scenario takes 20 minutes to prep. Have the girl prep it with you in the kitchen. Now you're bonding. Drink a little wine while you're doing it. It's a good time, man. Smash the like button. I think it ties into security when the man tells you like,
100%.
hey, get ready, we're gonna go do this,
Yeah.
and this, because girls just want to show up and have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Cyndi Lauper always says.
Yeah.
When I tell my girl we're going, I say, listen, babe, we're going to Wolfgang's. You have 20 minutes to get ready. Do this, and that's
Yeah.
it. You know,
20 minutes.
Oh yeah, because we move fast.
That's all the time you're giving these Japanese women.
Yeah, she's pretty. She don't need a lot of makeup.
I don't
you know?
even think though it's like just about showing up and having fun. I think like a woman just is like, you know, he's planning this.
What are these tarantulas attached to her eyelids all about? I'm just realizing this right now. These eyelashes are quite a lot. I mean, good Lord.
Event for he's making time out of his day planning this after working, you know, and like I'm working to get to know me, to spend time
It's
with me. Like
romantic.
it's a whole like a little mini event.
their ego.
It's a little. It's not even feeding their ego.
Feeds, there you go, right there, dude. It's female solipsism 101. Like, oh my God, he did all of this for me.
It's just
Yeah.
the value of making an effort
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
putting time into the relationship if you are as busy as, you know, you should be. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're based on what you're trying to.
And also, women have to understand they can't be bitches about it. Don't, even if you don't like it, even if you're not a big fan of sushi, or you're not a big fan of the zoo, or you're not a big fan of whatever, just say thank you and appreciate it. It's not hard. You know, you don't have to. I don't like this.
There's a lot of entitlement that comes
you know,
with that.
Don't be entitled. He tried. You know,
Right.
You can at least say thank you or be like,
She's so smart too. How she quickly, I said the word entitle, and like less than like 5 seconds, she integrated the word entitlement into her vernacular as she was defending a point that is in my frame. This chick's super smart, man. I'm telling you.
I really appreciate you did this for me, whatever. And next time you go on a date, maybe you'll plan it. You'll be
Yeah.
like, you know, next time I got you.
Well, I've seen you say some things about other women. It's like, you can't just show up and be hot. Your tits and ass will only get
Yeah.
you so far. You
Yeah,
need to have a
it's
good
true.
attitude.
It's true.
What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
And you're saying that a lot of women are too picky, and that's how they're going
Yeah.
to end up single.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So speak to that a little bit. What women, what do they need to improve on mindset?
You know, a lot of the problems with women today are like, as I said, the list is long. You have to do this, do that, whatever. You know,
For a guy to qualify.
Yeah, to qualify. And you know, if they do a little thing wrong, they're out. They're toxic, they're this, they're fuck it, you know? You have to bring something to the table too. Just because you have tits and ass
Everybody
and you
does.
look semi okay, it doesn't mean you're a good partner. It just means you have tits and ass.
Yep.
Like if you can't do anything, you can't take care of your men, you're not even a particularly nice person, he's not going to be with you. Nobody's going to
Yeah,
be with
tits
you.
and ass will get you in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a bad attitude will get you out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Beauty, listen, beauty attracts attention, but personality catches hearts.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like that too. You know, if a guy is good looking, he walks in, I can say objectively he's a good looking, and then he opens his mouth and it's like, okay, we're not.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Because, you know, you can be the hottest woman on the planet, and you know, you can be with a guy, and a lot of women go like, he cheated with a way uglier person.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
I was like, are you sure it's way uglier look wise, or you just have an ugly personality? Maybe that person he cheated with is a genuinely nice, sweet person, and that's why he found her attractive.
Yeah.
And just because you think she's ugly doesn't mean he think
Yeah.
she's ugly.
Oh yeah.
To him, maybe she's beautiful, amazing, loving, warm person.
Interesting. Thank you. We'll leave it right there. Do you want to get a just quick super chat? Because I want to get into Money Muscles Game and Frame with MLD.
We have one by Mark Daniels. Mark Inspiration, $50. Thank you. He said, this is a great show. I like the girl's attitude, even though I'm not a fan of OnlyFans. MLD, who, as I said earlier, I have met personally and worked with, found him genuine guy and a man of integrity. Thanks.
Nice.
Shout
Thank
out.
you.
Shout out to my man Mark Daniels from Mark's Inspiration, who sent a super chat during the show. Amazing guy, amazing person. Just too bad that we had to have Natalia there. I'm just throwing shade because she threw it first, but it's okay because, you know, she's a female and she's emotional and she didn't like what I had to say, and so, you know, hey, it is what it is. She's her little pseudo fame on a Valuetainment has gotten to her head, and that's okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Would you put the chat up so we could see it? You need some coffee over there, Natalia?
No, I'm good. I'm
Okay,
just
good.
listening. I'm just listening in. Yeah.
You sounded upset to know that MLD's the man over here.
No.
Okay,
I'm
good.
here
I
to
want
hear
that.
it.
I want that.
I'm here
That's
to
what I
hear
want. The
it. I
perkiness
want to
over
get
there.
into some juicy
She's usually very
topics.
perky. She wants juicy topics.
Yeah, I want some
guys,
juicy
I just
topics,
realized this.
guys.
I just realized this. Natalia's not herself today because she's not getting the good comments. She's not feeling the love in the chat. That's what
true.
it is.
That's not true.
That's not. It must be
I need the
something.
good questions.
See,
You know?
there it
I
is.
like
That's
when they
Natalia.
give us the good
See the
questions.
smile. You see the passion. That's Natalia right there.
Yes.
Give us
That's
some
what we
juicy
want.
stuff.
Thank you. So we'll catch some super chats at the end.
Yeah.
Thank you, Natalia.
Make sure to subscribe.
Oh, boom. Thank you. All right, let's get into the core four.
Sure.
You talk about this all the time. You say make money, make muscles, have game,
Learn game,
hold frame. Okay.
Right.
So I understand the making money part.
Right.
I got that part done.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of young men need to figure that out. Okay. we also can understand what it is like to work out, be in shape, look your best. I think people get that concept.
Yeah.
We don't need to spend a ton of time on those two topics.
It just means don't be fat.
Don't be fat. Okay. But I do want to delve into learn game and hold frame.
Yeah.
So I'd like to spend some time on that. So go over the core four, but I don't want you to spend too much time on the money and the muscles. I really want to understand what it is to learn game, but I don't know what it means to hold frame. I generally want to know that. That's my question. So go ahead, walk us through the core four.
Okay, very simply, make money. Look, as a man, you got to be the breadwinner. Bottom line, okay? You got to be the one bringing in the cash, and you got to make sure that you have a set of skills that you can grow as you age to get more money coming into you, because you're going to have to. When a girl meets a guy in his mid-30s and he's a loser, she's like, what the fuck has this guy been up to? You know what I mean? It scares them off. Make money, that's that. Make muscles is just basically take care of yourself, okay? Don't be fat. Go to the gym. You have one organic unit to get you through this life. Take care of it.
I totally agree.
You know, and then
Health is wealth, gentlemen.
It is. And the bottom line is just like, you know,
Little things too. You could pick up on the body language, facing towards me, legs crossed towards me. My attention is, like she's fully locked in on me at this point, right? You can tell by her body language, and again by the submitting, like not like by her endorsing my frame, validating me. It's all good stuff. And this is what happens when, and again, like this is a woman with like 2.4 million subscribers. And I'm just, you know, I'm here with my little plebcast, 40,000 subs right around the corner, baby. But it's okay. It's okay. Because you could see clear as day, even without me trying to like, you know, let's make the argument saying like, oh, I'm just trying to like spin and manipulate facts to like make myself look good on my YouTube channel. It's clearly not the case. Right. And logically speaking, right, she should not be like, you know, submitting to me or like endorsing me, because she's the one with like the clout and she's the one with the boss babe status and all that. And you can see clear as day, like nature has a way of working itself out. As long as you are a man who is in his own frame, you have internal congruency, you have internal confidence. You know, I was there for me. That suit, I did that suit to look good for me in the Hot Dude Army. I was rocking my beautiful Tom Ford shades. You know, a little hungover thanks to Paul from Apex Mindset, but that's okay. You can't really see him. I'll take this off. Now we're just getting into bragging territory, but you can see my lovely Church's shoes. Okay, if you know what Church's are, I'm rocking the Church's right there. Okay, not Church's chicken. Okay, Church's shoes. And I rolled up in a Ferrari, you know, so I was feeling great. I was just like, hey, I'm on valuetainment. This is awesome. And I was just totally being myself. And you could see a beautiful woman here is totally like in not only being happy in my presence, but like supporting me, endorsing me, validating me. Right? And it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling, guys.
be attractive. Just don't be fat. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard for people to grasp that. Like just stop eating
And
so
dress
much.
nice.
That's a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
But the
Yeah.
best thing you can have is a hot body, and we could wear anything. You know what I mean? You could wear a 5-pack of white tees from Walmart, but if you have, 15% body fat, you got a muscular body, you're gonna look great no matter what you put on.
Hygiene is also important.
Exactly. So learning game.
Don't be disgusting, gentlemen.
Exactly. So
Okay, so we got that part. You made your money. You're in the gym, like you've talked about.
Yeah.
Like some guys, even on OnlyFans, they look good.
Oh, yeah,
they've
they
got
look
jobs,
amazing, yeah.
but they've got no game and
Yeah.
clearly no frame. So this is what I want to get into. Go ahead.
game is just this. People think like game is like asking a girl pickup lines or anything like that.
Like they read the game from Neil Strauss back in the early
Yeah.
2000s.
Right,
What have you?
written by two guys who can't keep relationships. Solid. Anyways, so the point I'm trying to make here is that when it comes to game is just understanding female psychology, what they find attractive, what they find unattractive, understanding these concrete rules of seduction and applying them to your life to get favorable outcomes with the opposite sex. It's just that simple.
What are the most
Yeah.
common rules that you find with women? And let's see if Monica and Natalia agree.
Yeah.
What do you mean rule with women? What do you mean
You
by
said that there's certain rules of seduction and understanding how women operate and how they
Right.
think, their mindset. So there must be like, okay, this is what all women
I think
necessitate.
And this ties into the hold frame part, but I think the number one thing a man can do to help his dating life is to be the leader with the women. Take charge. Be the man. You have to, as a man, if you want a relationship and you want to have a girlfriend and all that stuff, you have to learn how to be a leader. The man is the head of the household. It's been like that since the dawn of civilization. And like I said, recently we've strayed away from that, and everybody's fucking miserable who's fallen away from that. Women don't want to be in charge. They like, you ever see a chick who's in charge of a relationship? She's miserable. She's a bitch. She's aggressive. She's like rolling her eyes at the husband or boyfriend, and eventually that kind of relationship ends.
Women lose respect.
So okay, so take a look here. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna go back one more time. He asked me this question. Okay, so pay attention. I'm gonna give a little bit of a breakdown, but for you guys watching at home, on the Valuetainment Money, starting at the 1 hour and 21 minute mark, this is the beginning of me making a statement, which the most important thing a man can do in order to increase the quality of his relationships with women is to become a leader. This point gets under attack from Natalia. There's attempts to derail me, I think from Adam and Monica, but you'll see I maintain my composure, I maintain my frame, I reaffirm myself, I hold frame, and then you'll see the group submit to me and agree to what I'm saying. This is how you establish frame, and this is how you establish dominance in a social way that is not aggressive, that is not confrontational, and is totally beneficial to you, because there's going to be other people who come into your life, guys, and try to push their way upon you, to try to push their standards upon you, to try to push their boundaries on you. And if you're not okay with these things, you have to understand that, one, it is okay to stand up for yourself, and two, how to stand up for yourself. Okay? Here we go. I just rewound it a little bit here.
Okay, this is what all women,
I think,
necessitate.
From this moment right here, the 1 hour, 21 minutes and 34 seconds for you, Mr. Precisions out there. Here we go.
And this ties into the hold frame part, but I think the number one thing a man can do to help his dating life is to be the leader with the women. Take charge. Be the man. You have to, as a man, if you want a relationship and you want to have a girlfriend and all that stuff, you have to learn how to be a leader. The man is the head of the household. It's been like that since the dawn of civilization. And like I said, recently we've strayed away from that, and everybody's fucking miserable who's fallen away from that. Women don't want to be in charge. They like, you ever see a chick who's in charge of a relationship? She's miserable. She's a bitch. She's aggressive. She's like rolling her eyes at the husband or boyfriend, and eventually that kind of relationship ends.
Women lose respect for a man like that.
But there's certain things that women do well and should be in charge of. Like, there's certain areas that they bring, like my mom says, a woman's touch to things is always going to be different than a man doing everything himself.
But you don't want to be the majority holder in charge.
No, I mean,
I'm
I
saying.
wouldn't say like, okay, I don't want to be working.
And so here she's just trying to take some attention and try to make a point. And she's saying that, she's going back and saying like, oh, well, women are better at leadership in some things. And that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying at the end of the day, the man is the leader, and he has the final say and the final call.
Until all these hours and years of my life, but maybe I'm better in charge of raising the kids. Maybe I'm better in charge of, adding some value to my husband, or
Notice the little wrist tattoo here. Uh-oh.
She belongs to the streets.
There's areas that women, they bring something to a man.
I didn't say women didn't bring value. I just said that men should be the leaders of the relationship. Right. That's the point.
Right,
that I'm saying.
then women also lead in certain areas better.
No,
than
there
men
can't
do.
be two leaders. No,
but they lead in areas better than men in some areas, in some things.
For example,
I feel like women are able to maybe connect with the kids a little bit better than a man.
Yeah, fair.
You feel like that.
Yeah,
but hold on.
I mean, think about it.
You
The
guys are
connection
basically saying the
between a
same
woman
thing
and a
because here we are.
She just felt that way. She says, I just feel like the mother connects with the children better. But there's no objective data. There's no case in point. She's just basically saying that, oh, well, and this is really what she's saying. Here, let me go full screen for this. Okay. So what she's really saying is, because her original point is, I think women are better leaders in certain things. And I said, okay, what's an example? She says, connecting to the children, raising the children. And she's objectively trying to come across as if she's, intellectually superior and correct in this statement. However, objectively, she is so wrong, because when you look at the stats between single mothers and single fathers, it is night and day. Single mother children more prone to depression, more prone to drug use, more prone to sexual abuse, more prone to going to prison, more prone to dropping out of college, dropping out of high school. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Single fathers, dude, it is unbelievably unfair. Like the disparity between the two. So she's clearly and objectively wrong here. But again, she's just having a fresh and fit moment where I feel like blah, 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 because she just doesn't like what I'm having to say. This goes back to what I was saying with modern woman and like a lot of the feminist indoctrination, brainwashing, and American women with these like massive insecurity things. She's just saying like, well, I don't want men to be the leader. That's basically what she's saying. She's like, I don't want men to be the leader. I don't like women can be leader too. Not even women can be leaders too, but she's saying like women can be better leaders in certain situations. However, now my point was under attack by Natalia. Adam jumps in to defend her. Watch, I hold my ground and I keep it down.
The leader of the household. What does that mean? You're paying the bills. You're calling the shots.
All final decisions come to the CEO, and he vetoes it if need be.
But what Natalia is saying is like, listen, I've got a role too. It's not maybe it's
not
certainly
that role.
It's I'm gonna take care of the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carve my niche that I'm gonna kind of bring my skill set.
She's misusing the word leader. Okay, you could.
No.
The man is the leader. She is. You'll learn. But the thing is, the man has to be.
She's like, no, I'm not. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just like that insufferable nature of them. And it's like, lady, who are you? Can you read the fucking super chats and shut up? I'm the guest here. I flew here from Tokyo. I'm in here in my Ferrari. Can you just chill out for a second? Let me make a point. I've been doing this since 2015. You just got this job like what? A year ago? And now you're a dating expert? No. And you are absolutely misusing the word leadership. Anyways, and then again, she's not used to people pushing back. And you could tell. And I'm just like, listen, child, okay? Just trust me. I got this. Okay, I'm supreme leader of the Hot Dude Army. Look at this. I got this, okay? Shout out to AJ Singh, who just renewed his membership to the channel. He says, yep, I work in a school and not many children like and look up to the female teachers or even remember them. They care about their opinions of the male teachers. Very good. Reduko in chat says, petulant child. No, I'm not. So here we go. I'll rewind it. I'll let it play.
At roll.
It's I'm gonna take care of the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carve my niche that I'm gonna kind of bring my skill set.
She's misusing the word leader. Okay, you could.
No.
The man is the leader. She is. You'll learn. But the thing is, the man has to be the head of the household. All final decisions run through him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the woman, she can be in charge of things. I agree that there are certain things a woman does.
Isn't that a leader though?
No.
Being in charge of things? Why?
No.
Why?
Because
See, she's just like these chicks on the Fresh and Fit podcast. She's like, so isn't that being a leader thing? And I'm like, no. Why? Because she's not trying to learn. She's not trying to add to the discussion. The only thing she's trying to do is be right. And the only reason why she wants to be right is because she wants to feed her ego. That's it.
like it doesn't work like that. You can't like every religious text, all this stuff has been going back since the dawn of civilization. Like you cannot have two leaders. Like a house divided upon itself stands. Yeah. A company doesn't have two CEOs.
No, they do not.
Okay. So just because there's a CEO and there's a CFO, he's better than, you know, the CEO when it comes to running money. So you're gonna make him do that. You're delegating responsibility, but that doesn't diminish her role. And I think modern women nowadays, they have like this insecurity, this complex. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not number one. Like, I need to have like that equality with the man. But there's not equality. The equality is not real.
And I agree.
It's not real.
With that.
There's no. It's something that they got indoctrinated in the education system.
And we have to believe it, because if we don't believe that men or women are equal, we're horrible
But
people.
if you're delegating a role to your child or one of your kids, that you're asking them to lead whoever's behind them. They're not the head leader, but you're asking them to execute leadership roles. And I think that's important for everybody, man, woman, and female. Maybe there's certain areas like, okay, this leader obviously has to be led by someone else. Yes, for sure. But if you're delegating responsibilities, you're essentially asking them, hey, I want you to take lead in this area. And once that's take lead, like, I want you to come back to me, and then we can game plan together, and I'm going to take the family to X, Y, and Z. But I think if you're delegating a role somewhere in like when you have kids and stuff, like you delegate roles to your kids. Like, hey, listen, I want you to spend a little time with your brother because, you know, he's struggling in this area. And, you know, you're essentially leading. No, but I've grew up with siblings where it's like my mother may ask me, hey, Nat, like, I want you to talk to your sister a little bit, you know, not because I'm going to get them to success, but they may go to them now because they're not getting that. Some people need like the instructions to go to the leader from someone else. Like if I'm like, hey, Brianna, you know, or my sister, like, hey, listen, like, you know, you're struggling in this area, X, Y, and Z. She's probably going to be like offended by that me say it, but now she's going to go to my parents who are the actual leaders and seek the advice correctly. So it's like when you are delegating like instructions in the household, it's still essentially assigning leadership.
Natalia, I know your parents well. We were just with them. Okay. Shout out to Marvin and Dee. Great people. Would you say that Marvin's the leader of the household?
Yeah, I would say he's the leader, but I would say my mom essentially is like our commander, like, hey, mom, like this is this. And then she'll go to my dad. So I do look at her as a leader. I don't look at her as like,
you know, they say that the man is the head.
And I never said that, like, again, I never said that this diminishes a woman's role or anything like that. My original statement here was that the number one thing a man can do to be better with women is to become a leader. And then she goes off on this tangent about raising her brother and sister, and her mom's the commander, and, you know, women are better at taking care of children than men, and just like no cohesion to her argument at all. Like, doesn't make any sense. All over the place. But she has that incessant nagging need to be right. Okay? And then Adam is trying to, I guess he's trying to cool the fires or whatever, but he says something here. Anyways, I'll go back. I'll rewind it. Watch what Adam does.
Essentially is like our commander, like, hey, mom, like this is this. And then she'll go to my dad. So I do look at her as a leader. I don't look at her as like,
you know, they say that the man is the head, but the woman is the neck.
Yeah, sure.
And like the man, the head.
But don't say it's not leading because that's important. The head won't stay without the neck.
That's important. The head won't stay without the neck. What do you think? I don't know if I should say this. But a woman being argumentative like this, in my opinion, when a woman is argumentative like this with man, it's usually because they have a history of dealing with untrustworthy men. And that usually is something that happens when they ride the carousel. So, how many partners do you think this individual has rode the carousel with? I'm just curious if you want to put that in the chat. I'll let this continue. I'm just entertain yourself.
Yeah, because your mom doesn't strike me as like, yes, sir, whatever
No,
you
she
want. Like,
doesn't.
she's a boss.
Yes.
But she's also feminine
she's a
and
boss
pretty.
in such a very graceful
Yes,
way,
she's
and
very
she
graceful.
respects her husband. And my dad does lead. He's
But he
the
is
head.
the leader.
He's
Like,
the head.
he
Yes.
was up
Yeah.
speaking on
1000%.
stage in front of
Yes,
20,000 people.
1000%.
Okay.
But mothers, they do hold a very
Yes.
important
Well,
role.
ultimately,
and
sure.
they
I
lead
mean,
in a
But
way.
I actually like what you're saying is like the dad's the CEO.
And never, and one point did I say women don't have leadership roles, and I never said mothers don't have leadership roles. She was just so triggered and insecure by what I had to say. It didn't sit well with her that she had to like emotionally like I gotta vomit up my argument right now.
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean that the mom can't be the CFO, the CMO,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
it does. It's not
Yeah.
leader follower. It's
It kind of is.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
In
that's
some
that's the
areas.
bottom line. Like he has the final say. That's what makes him a leader.
The final say in what though?
Yeah.
All decisions, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he has the ultimate power.
But who's the person
to-
they discuss it with?
But hold on, so
The
there's no
second
compromise in a relationship.
I didn't say there's compromise. I didn't say there's
Okay.
no compromise.
I mean-
He will if a man loves his woman, he'll hear her out.
Yeah.
But
Of
at the
course.
end of the day, he has the final
Yeah,
say.
that's how it is.
That's how it works in your house?
I mean,
And that's the definition of
Yeah.
a leader.
Okay,
You
and
can't
Right there, boys. I was under attack for 7 minutes straight. It was chaotic. There was a lot of confusion going on, but I held frame. I maintained the frame. I held frame. I defended the frame. And as you can see here, this was the final say.
That's the definition of game, is what you're
No,
saying.
no. That's not the definition of game.
No,
I
no,
said,
I'm saying this is all stemmed from what's game.
Right.
And you said the man needs to be the leader.
No,
And
no,
that
no.
was
I said the one thing a man can do
Yes.
to increase his game, because there's
Gotcha.
multiple things you can do, but
Yeah.
the one most successful thing he can do is learn to be a leader. Because a
it.
lot of these guys don't know how to be leaders. I've been working with thousands of them. I do this every single day. I'm the best in the world at coaching men to go from a loser to fucking superstar.
And then what are the other things that make they can
So right there, I just held my point. Does that make sense to you guys in the chat? Does that make sense? Oh, did somebody? Okay, I thought somebody said a super chat. No. Okay, but yeah, that's an example of like how you need to go about structuring yourself, and not necessarily an argument, but clearly, I want to go back to like you can see here with Natalia. You can see her get a little combative. I think it's right here.
like he has the final say. That's what makes him a leader.
Respects her husband and will essentially assigning leadership. in a way.
Natalia, I know your parents
Like, look,
and
that's important. The head won't stay with the
stage in front.
role,
Ultimately,
and
sure.
they
I
lead
mean,
in a
But
way.
I actually like what you're saying is like the dad
hold a very
Yes.
important
Well,
role,
ultimately,
and
sure.
they
I
lead
mean,
in a
but
way.
And she's saying they lead in a way. But again, this is not, you see, she is trying to take the argument and make it about women having leadership power in a relationship. And I was like, no, I'm not talking about that. And at the end of the day, your leadership power as a woman doesn't matter, because if you're submitting to a man, that's the definition of leadership. The leader is the one who has the final say. That's why he's the leader.
I actually like what you're saying is like the dad's the CEO. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean that the mom can't be the.
It kind of is.
Is it?
That he has the ultimate power. I didn't say
Guys, by the way, we got like 170 plus people in the house, only 85 likes. What is this, fucking Torch's channel? Can you smash like? We need to get those like up to like 125 minimum. 125 likes minimum. Smash like. Make 17 fake accounts. Just joking, that's against the TOS, but definitely smash like a million times. Thank you so much. Let's do this.
there's no compromise.
I mean-
he will if a man loves his woman, he'll hear her out.
Yeah.
But
Of
at the
course.
end of the day, he has the final
Yeah,
say.
that's how it is.
That's how it works in your house?
I mean,
And that's the definition of
Yeah.
a leader.
Okay,
You
and
can't
that's the
have-
definition of game, is what you're
No, no,
saying.
no.
I don't even know what is going through this guy's head when he's saying this is the definition of game. Like, no, this is not the definition of game. Like, you asked me, like, you're the host, you're asking these questions. Like, what's going on here? Shout out to Liz just said $4.99 super chat. She says leader/follower dynamic hundo, and looks like she is. I think she's a married woman with a child in her lap because the Fabi little icon there shows her doing that. Welcome. Thanks so much, Liz. Appreciate that. You're the first super chat donation of this morning. Thank you so much.
No, that's not the definition of game.
No, I'm saying this is all stemmed from what's game.
Right.
And you said the man needs to be the leader.
No, I said the one thing a man can do to increase his game, because there's multiple things you can do, but the one most successful thing he can do is learn to be a leader, because a lot of these guys don't know how to be leaders. I've been working with thousands of them. I do this every single day. I'm the best in the world at coaching men to go from a loser to fucking superstar.
And then what are the other things that can improve game? And then don't forget, obviously want to hear about holding frame.
Talking to girls, because a lot of these guys just live at home and they don't talk to girls. They'll download Tinder. They'll get no matches. They have horrible pictures. They have horrible everything, and they're like, there's no hope for me.
And I feel like that is a problem. And my husband says that because he talks to a lot of guys on his OnlyFans.
Oh, does he? Coaches them up?
Yeah.
A lot of these
he actually does that.
Brand.
Yeah, on his own page, and he sees this a lot. Like, he gets a lot of questions. Is like, how do I do this, or how do I talk to women in general? And this question on his OnlyFans, because he posts a lot of stuff with other women, right? And they ask him, like, how do I do this? How do I talk to women? How do I even get one?
Yeah.
I just don't know how to talk to them. And he tries to help, And I get that a lot on my OnlyFans as well. A lot of guys ask me questions like, oh, how do I talk to a woman like you? Or what do you like, or what do you dislike, or how, what should I do with this woman, or how do I talk to her, or how do I initiate, like, even married dudes will be like, how do I initiate this position in the bedroom, or this in the bedroom, or that in the bedroom? Like, a lot of guys just have a hard time
leading
and talking to women and having an open communication with women.
Doesn't it just come down to confidence?
Yeah, and
and
confidence comes from competence. And a lot of these guys have never done it before.
Yeah.
Or they come from a household where, they believe the dumb lie, like happy wife, happy life. It doesn't work like that. It's happy king, happy kingdom. Okay?
Ooh.
And that's how it is,
Monica, agreeing over here.
I know.
Okay,
She's like my best friend.
money, make muscles.
Learn game.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the frame. Okay, so let's just use good old Sauce over here, example. Melanie's good, cool. I'm in decent shape. I just came back from Vegas. I could probably lose 5 pounds, but things are good. Game, not a problem.
Manian in the chat says, unfortunately, he had to try reining in Natalia. Definitely distracted Adam. I just thought to myself, damn, I'd hate to be the host in a situation and then have a household member disrespect a guest. Yeah, again, like I said, she was just so triggered that she couldn't even keep her composure. And she kind of started getting combative and making no sense. And again, keep in mind, they made a clip, right, later after this show, and it was kind of like me discussing something, and the comment section was just ripping Natalia to shreds. In addition to that, if you look here in the comment section, we'll review the comments a little bit later, but the top comment right here, Natalia getting super triggered about the man being the leader of the household. Well, we now confirm she's a full-on feminist. This has 155 upvotes as well. And then a bunch of people, again, right here, perfect. Look at this guy, Iman Howard. Modern life dating does as he teaches when he held frame with Natalia. We'll go more into these comments a little bit later, but really nice comment section. A lot of educated comments there, and we're gonna break those down a little bit later. But you see, guys, you have to realize, like, you have to be okay with being disliked if it means you're holding your ground, you're holding your principles, and you're standing up for what you believe is true. And in this situation, I know I was right. I didn't have time for like a petulant child ejecting me just because she feels bad. Like, I'm a 36-year-old man. I've traveled the world. I've made millions of dollars. I have a lot of fucking life experience. I'm very smart. Dated hundreds of women. And, I knew she was wrong, clear as day. But that being said, that's how you got to hold frame, boys. It is what it is. But you got to hold frame, because if not, it's going to be ugly.
If you're like, all right, Adam, you're doing all right. Boom. All right. You got a career. You're in finance. Cool. You got to get, You're looking all right, bro. All right, you got some game, you got some swag, whatever. All right, cool. Now it's time for you to hold some frame, homie.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Holding frame is about having a healthy relationship with yourself and respecting yourself in order to enforce your personal boundaries. A lot of guys nowadays are complete doormats.
Pussies.
Absolutely. And, you know, I've seen this happen time and time again. Like, for example, a guy doesn't have strong boundaries and he doesn't have strong self-esteem. He doesn't just love himself, right? So he'll tolerate bad behavior from the woman he's with.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what I
he'll
mean?
deal with stuff from a woman that he would never tolerate with any of his friends.
Exactly.
I literally seen it.
Yeah.
Like I've literally
Really?
seen one of my friends. She is really condescending toward her husband.
Yeah.
Like really condescending about things that are, oh, you know, you have such a little penis anyway. I'm
What?
like, in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, he knows I'm joking.
And that started with her
You're
being
really
like,
not.
you're kind of like, or like that started like her like showing up late for a date or not texting him back on time, or it's these little
Yeah.
disrespectful things like
Yeah.
being late and not texting and showing up 30 minutes late. These little things, if not checked, if not told to her, like that's not okay. They keep growing and growing and growing because it's the woman thirsting for the guy to enforce some boundaries.
Yeah.
They don't feel safe if the man doesn't reassure the boundaries. It's a woman's job to test the boundaries. She's going to do it. But it's the guy's duty to enforce the boundaries. And you enforce them by saying, you're going to do what I say in this situation because these are the rules I have for my terms of engagement with me in a relationship. If you do not comply by these rules, I will exit the relationship. That's it.
That's good. That's, I mean.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, the
You
same
think most
goes.
women want to hear that?
Yeah.
They need to hear
I
it.
mean,
I don't care if they want
it
to
will
hear
drop
it.
my panties. It will drop my panties.
Really?
I mean, if I'm
if your husband was like, listen, baby,
listen,
stop it.
Yeah.
You're acting a fool right
Oh, yeah.
now.
It's
Tone
hot.
it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's
Your
hot.
attitude, it's horrible.
Yeah, I
Keep
love
it
it.
down. Here's the deal. We're going to dinner. Get
Yeah.
ready.
Oh, my
Stop
God.
it. You'd be like, all right.
Sometimes they're
Yeah.
emotional.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me if I'm
now
wrong.
or the restaurant.
In the restaurant. Bathroom.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Sometimes as a woman, your emotions are just in turmoil.
Oh my God,
And you
I'm
need
the
your man to
worst.
be like, babe, shut up.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine. Sit down. Just relax. Put your phone down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. And you
I
gotta
mean-
like bring them back down to earth.
So, for example, I work a lot. Like when it comes to my OnlyFans, my social media, I'm on there 24/7, and I suffer from depression and anxiety, which means me being a woman with that is even worse because I have all my hormones as well, which means, you know, when I'm stressed out, I'm horrible. And I always take on work that I shouldn't, right? I always, you know, okay, everybody is okay, and you know, I just do it, and then this girl asked me, hey, do you want to start an OnlyFans page with me? And I was really, really in a bad situation with my anxiety and my depression for that whole week. My husband took the phone. He's like, I'm texting your boss and saying this is not happening because your health is more important than us making more money.
Yeah.
So this is what's happening. He texted my boss. He was like, she's not doing it. She's not feeling well. Her health is more important than you making money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
that
there
was
was
a turn
no
on for you.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it's
he
hot.
cares about her. And he's putting the foot down. He can see. That happens with girls sometimes when they just get overwhelmed. They get,
Yeah.
they do shit that stresses them out. And then they just need like an outside authority to be like, look, what you're doing right now is damaging you. And I love you. I want you to stop doing this. So you're going to stop doing this. And that's the final say.
I mean, the same came to my plastic surgeries because I have body dysmorphia. I thought I needed more and more and more of everything all the time before my husband went in. This has got to stop.
Like what?
We're not doing
Breast?
this.
What?
Well, for a while, I thought I wanted bigger boobs, which was total stupidity.
Yeah, I think you're good as
Like,
is, by the
now
way.
I
I wouldn't go bigger than this.
Now I even want
these are
smaller
Valuetainment
ones.
approved boobs.
Yeah, like I even want
2 thumbs up.
I even wanted smaller ones now. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
I was like, what was I even thinking?
What other
Then-
body parts are
Then
you
it
saying?
came to my butt. I want a bigger butt. Oh, I want to do all the surgeries. He was like, has to stop. You're hot. You're enough. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
Don't even ask me. This is not what we're putting our money into. If you want a personal trainer, you go to the gym. The end. And there was no more discussion. Yeah, he let me do my nose because I had a deviated septum, which my septum was collapsed. So we fixed that.
Honey, can I breathe, please? Fine.
No, he went with me to the doctor and he was like, this is the nose we're getting. No Barbie noses, no nothing. This is what
Good.
she's getting.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
on behalf of someone that's lived in Miami their whole life, the nose looks good. Sometimes you see like
I'm
this
super
the Michael
happy.
Jackson looking nose
I didn't even know
thing.
you had it done.
no, it was just the septum.
Yeah,
I'm,
I had
I'm
a
super
feeling
happy.
that you got your boobs done. I'm no expert.
Might
There
have,
they are.
might have a small adjustment.
There's a lot of people out there being like, "Can we zoom in a little bit more on what's going on there?" Natalia, what are you thinking right now? When if a guy was like, "Listen, stop it, calm down. Here's the deal. Listen to daddy. I'm the boss. Boom, boom, boom." Is that a turn on for you as well?
Yeah, absolutely in a respectful way. I'm not.
Yeah,
like, if he's like, shut
yeah.
up. I mean,
No,
like, yeah,
God,
no,
no.
this-
No. So you
But
have
of
to do
course,
it in a
has to be in
respectful
way.
manner.
See how she's like, if he's like, shut up, I wouldn't be like, because that was her like kind of taking a dig when I was just saying, babe, listen, shut up, sit down, calm down, it's gonna be okay. She is all riled up here, man. She is all riled up.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, you want them like, I agree. Like sometimes.
She's turned on. Let's be honest. She got that's exciting in her little life where everybody bows down to her in the office and oh, Natalia, you're so great. Think about it. They deleted the clip. Where the comment section was tearing her apart, but they didn't delete this video because Swedish Bella was on it. So they're like, well, we can't delete it, but we kind of leave it up. All right, Natalia, you just got to hold this L for Patrick.
Women can be really like indecisive in their feelings, like
You get that
a
tornado
lot
of
of stuff going on.
emotions.
Oh
and,
my
and to
God,
have
it's
a man
horrible.
kind of just recenter you,
Yeah.
it provides that security because security is not just money.
And now she is agreeing with me.
It's that security. Like I can't think straight. Like
Yeah.
fall back. Like
Yeah.
what do I do? Like help me lead. Like lead me to where it's real.
So
be better
lead you.
together.
Is that what you just said? Lead you.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
man
no,
to
for
lead
sure.
you.
No, but as a woman,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
yeah, but I did say that men do lead. I didn't disagree with you.
Yeah.
But I did, like I said, there are areas that women just they add a little bit of touch to the leadership as
sure.
well. So they do take part in leading. They're not the main leader, like Adam said.
Yeah.
But they do take part in the efforts of leading the whole legacy and family together. Like when you have a family, it's not just one person doing everything.
Yeah.
There's roles for
No,
that.
there's a difference when the house is cleaned by the man and the house is cleaned by the woman.
Oh, 1,000%.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
and I don't
totally.
want to do it. And I know
Yeah.
when she goes into like full feral cleaning mode, I just get out of the way. I'm like, all right, like the vacuum cleaner's going.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The trash is going out. The
You're
dog
like,
is getting
"I'm
a
out."
haircut. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna work on my computer, let her handle this shit. And that's just like their nesting instinct as women. There are, I've said this all the time on my stuff. Men are better at certain things than
Yeah.
women.
100%.
And women are better than men than certain
And-
things.
and
And,
there-
it's common sense. And you say that, people lose their fucking
That's
mind.
what I said.
And there are things as a woman I don't want to do. I
Yeah,
don't
like
want to
what?
change tires. I don't want to
Right.
fix my car. I don't want to paint the house. Certain masculine, like all of the masculine things, I don't want to do. I have no interest in participating. And
Yeah.
my husband has no interest in participating in my shit.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. I'm like, don't participate in this cooking because
Stay out of the
away.
kitchen, John.
Yeah. It's like,
Let's shift gears here. We got about 15 minutes left, so I want to get some stuff in and I want to get some questions. If you guys want your question answered,
Yes.
but-
And I don't understand why these guys are so like time Nazi with everything. Like, we have 15 minutes left. Let's go. Like I don't know why people just don't let the conversation flow and let it roll.
I'll be
you're-
reading all the smaller ones in a little bit, but
Okay.
make sure we get all the questions.
is that the main?
This is the main.
Okay.
we want juicy ones.
John, you've said that 97% of guys just don't get it. What is it?
Understanding female psychology. That's all game is. All game. It's not pickup lines. It's not this. It's just understanding how a woman is. Okay? And that's why a lot of OnlyFans girls and cam girls, it starts off with sexualization, but a lot of the times they end up as like personal therapists for these dudes. Like, my wife hates me, or I can't do this, or my wife humiliated me in front of this, or my girlfriend did this to me. They just don't have enough self-esteem and self-respect to say, this is what I fucking want. And
Yeah.
if you're not going to give it to me, please let me know as soon as possible because I'm going to go find it.
Yeah.
But the flip side to that is that if you're not making money and if you're not looking your best, making muscles, and if you've got no game, and you've got it's kind of hard to do this. It's kind of hard to implement your laws if you don't got it going on, bro.
I don't endorse being a loser. I tell these dudes, you better be working your fucking ass off. You have to have a lifestyle change. The reason why most guys don't have dating success, don't have any success in general, is because their lifestyle is not conducive to the success. So you must change who you are to get the life that you want.
Yeah.
Money, muscles, game, frame, that cannot do any man wrong on this planet, period.
But I also feel like a lot of dudes think that, oh, I don't have the money. But it's not always. Listen, I know a lot of rich dudes that are douchebags. I wouldn't even date them if they were the last dude living, and they're good looking and have money, because they're total assholes. They're narcissists to the point of where if you leave them, it's never their fault. It's always like, oh, she doesn't know what she's losing. I was like, maybe you were the asshole. Just maybe. Can you imagine you being a bad person? So it's not always about the money. It's about game and understanding a female.
Yeah, it's understanding women, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys' interactions with people in general is behind a screen.
Yeah, it
You know
is.
what I mean? Like they see a girl out, they're like, oh, what do you do if I see a pretty girl out in the street? Go fucking say hi.
I had a lot of dudes come up to me. Like a lot of dudes just be like, hi, how are you? Or shake my hand, or, can I get a picture or whatever. If you're nice and you're a sweet person, I'm not going to be rude to you or be a bitch because I have no reason to. You didn't come off as a weirdo. You didn't come off as a creep. You weren't, disrespectful or nothing. If you just come up and say, hello, my name is this and that. I think you're very pretty. Thank you so much. You made my day. It's enough. I mean, who wouldn't like that? I mean,
Don't
who
be an
wouldn't like
asshole.
that?
Very
Yeah.
simple.
And I think another thing, if I were to add on to that, be a leader and then understand that when it comes to game, a big part of game is rejection. Rejection is the game.
Yeah, it is.
Rejection is the game. I don't care who you are. You could take a hot 19-year-old chick and she's going to have way more yeses thrown at her because she's a woman. And you're going to have a good-looking 19-year-old dude. He's going to get way more no's because that's just the way it is.
It is, yeah.
But a lot of guys think, here's the mentality I've noticed with the guys in my community, right? The guys that need help. They think that there's some finishing point in their lifestyle. Like, I have this, I got the house, I got the status, I have the money, and now my idealized perfect girl and perfect relationship
Should
is just
now
there.
show up.
Is now going to pop
Yeah.
up.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work like that. And
Yeah.
the relationship will have trouble. There will be struggle. And it doesn't mean you're a freak or you both are toxic people or anything like that. It's just normal for relationships to have conflict. And as a man, it is your job to bring a resolution to the conflict for you and the woman so you can carry on with the relationship and get the job done. Because, you got to, like, every man that's successful and the women are in love with has a plan. He is a man on a plan. And sometimes you get deviated from this. Life deviates you. She's emotional. Her period's coming. Whatever. It's a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of stuff is going to happen, right? It's up to him.
And again, Monica is again kind of back in my frame. I noticed one thing when the situation kind of got like argumentative or whatever when I was defending my frame. She kind of was a little unsure. She uncrossed her legs. She was facing towards Adam because I think that situation, the conflict, if you will, kind of disturbed the social peace at the point. But I didn't really care at that point because I wanted to make my point clear as day that being a leader absolutely is fundamental to having successful relationship and seduction encounters with women. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it, period.
Him to course correct and be like, okay, this is how we got to get things going.
My husband calls it.
Jacob Arpit in the chat says, this stream was basically guests versus hosts where the guests won. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Cody Mouse in the house. He says, I don't understand why people think you need to agree with everything someone says to like them. Exactly. It's okay to disagree on stuff and still like someone. I used to disagree
with John on relationships. Well, you're banned. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, no, it's true. And like it's okay to have disagreements. It's like you don't need to be like fully aligned and like have your friend's dogma tattooed on you in order to maintain a friendship. You're allowed to have disappointments and you're allowed to have disagreements, right? For example, every year, Charlie from Cultivate Crypto swears to God that the Vikings are going to go to the Super Bowl. And every year I laugh at him and I tell him, you're absolutely delusional. The Vikings suck. Kirk Cousins is shit. And you guys will be lucky if you make it to the fucking playoffs.
It's like navigating the Monica waters. And you kind of have to do it very carefully, but in a very precise and correct manner. Mm-hmm. It's like, for him, he's like, for me, it's navigating your waters and, be your guiding light in that. Because he's like, your waters, you're everywhere. Like your hormones and it's period and you're upset and your depression and anxiety. He was like, I'm your flagship, I navigate your waters and I help you, because a lot of the things that I do, literally, I could not have achieved them if I didn't have a strong male personality in my life. Mm-hmm. I literally could not.
Yeah. And I think the opposite side is true too. I think some of the great things I've accomplished in my life, I had a great woman behind me.
Yeah.
Do you want to get married?
I like okay, so legally, no, because I don't want to risk my assets. It's a terrible deal. The government needs to fuck off when it comes to our relationships. Alimony and like alimony is fucking archaic. Okay, child support is completely unfair. Okay, because there's no true allocation of the money or how it's spent. She could literally take that money and go spend coke.
You can get a prenup though, can't you?
Yeah, but even so, child support is completely unfair. Like there is no.
But child support, does that has nothing to do with marriage or not? If you have a kid with somebody, you
but I'm talking
child support.
No, I understand. What I'm trying to say is like the risk involved of child support, which is taking a percentage of the man's income, and there's no accountability on how that woman spends that money at all. That she can literally buy cocaine, drugs, whatever. They can't fucking figure it out.
A lot of these girls do.
So
unfortunately,
I have a problem with marriage on that sense. Now, in regards to me, do I want to have a long-term female partner and have children with her in my life? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that's the best path for the majority of men.
How would you think that the, you're worried about losing half your assets. How would the money work in the relationship, paying the bills, working? What's the ideal setup if you do end up in a long-term relationship?
So when I date a girl, I don't just date any old girl, okay? She goes through a rigorous probation period with me.
Probation period?
I fucking love
this
that.
bitch just got out of jail.
Yeah. There's a probationary period where I got to analyze her and see, is she worthy of building something with?
Of the experience.
Because not anybody just going to come on in on the MLD train. There are standards here. And you have to vet them. Because a lot of chicks, and a lot of men do this too, pretend to be somebody for the first 90 days, 6 months,
90 Days Fiance. There we have it.
Exactly.
As Chris Rock said, you didn't meet them, you met their representative.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta filter out. But if she passed the test, and I also tell her how I want her to behave, right, in the relationship. Like this is not okay. This is okay. Like, for example, for me, I don't seriously date a girl who drinks alcohol.
At all?
At all. There's only room for one degenerate in this relationship, and that's me.
Wow.
So I don't date, and it's not like I hate girls who drink alcohol, but me looking at...
I could just feel Natalia boiling at the desk, too, of me having these standards. But that's true for me. I don't... Like, if a girl drinks alcohol, she does drugs, smokes, any of that shit, like, I can't seriously date the girl. Because I do not value those things in a woman. I just don't. I like a pure, good, like a demure woman. I like a woman who's modest. I like a chick who likes to stay at home, watch Disney Plus, and cook food, and like pet my dog and clean up the house and color coordinate my wardrobe. That's the kind of girl I want in my life. I don't need no fucking alcohol drinking Jezebel in my life. Boozing up on the fucking sofa like a goddamn alcoholic. Well, I don't need any of that in my life.
Like I said, every relationship has room for one degenerate. And in my life, I will be the degenerate. I need you to clean up after my degeneracy when I do have the night out with the boys, when I do have the business meetings, you know, when I'm going out to hang out in Bogota with the Bogota bad boys, okay? I need to come home to know, like, you're safe, you're sober, the house is clean, and you're ready to take care of me. And then I can get back to my $1 million empire. Is that okay with you? Okay? I'll have a little bit of drinks here and there. You stay sober. I'll buy you Cartier. I'll buy you Louis Vuitton. We'll sort you out. Everything's going to be okay. Just don't drink. Don't have a beer. Fucking drink an apple juice. I just don't want it. That's for me personally. For you guys, if you want it, hey, you guys like additional liabilities, by all means, knock yourself out. However, for me, that's just my, if I have to have my choice, which I do, I don't want no drinking Jezebel around me, period.
And a girl who wants to be my woman, I see no net positive to her consuming alcohol.
You think you're going to end up with an American woman or a Japanese
I
woman?
would not ever end up
How
with
is
an
dating
American
life for you
At
in
all.
America?
You would, based on what you've seen living in Japan, there's no chance you're going to end up with an American
woman.
woman?
No, there are...
A very small chance?
No. I'm
Zero.
Dude,
You're out.
I'm
You're out.
renouncing my citizenship. It's all in the works.
That's it. You're Japanese now.
No, not about Japanese. Just,
You're a man of the world?
I mean, I come on, come all. You know, there's a place for you in my life somewhere, whoever you are out there. You know, I'm open to all takers. But the point I'm trying to make, going back to the marriage and stuff, I think that is the most. I think that's the most fulfilling thing for the average guy. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys, they don't want to go out and fuck 50 girls, fuck 100 girls and stuff. A lot of these guys just want a nice, decent woman to go home to. A decent, modest, feminine woman.
With a good attitude.
Exactly.
That Mike can
100%.
cook.
Yeah.
And if she happens to look like Monica, all the better.
Jackpot.
I mean, I just feel like if you have a good man and if a man has a good woman, I think you grow in the relationship together. You know, you don't have to, it's like, oh, I have to look good for my man. You want to look good for my man. And it's the same thing. Oh, now I got to console her. Or now I got to do this. Oh my God, it's so annoying. No, I want to do this because it's my woman. And that's kind of how you grow together. You don't feel like you have to do things for each other, but you want to do things for each other. And when when your relationship starts becoming a chore, then it's an issue in the relationship. Because saying I'm trying to be a good partner, like, how are you trying? What, am I a horrible person where you have to...
You guys in the chat crack me up. Super Penguin 5495. I'm not sure what the fuck Rollo is smoking still associated with Torsha. Like, she's a clout rider and waiting to monkey brunch unless he's smashing. Rollo is definitely not smashing. I don't know. Rollo has a big heart. Maybe he's like, you know, if you're like see like a little retarded puppy and like the litter, you're like, oh man, like this little puppy's missing one arm. Like I want to adopt it and take care of this little retard. Maybe that's how Rollo looks at Torsha. But I don't see any net positive to her at all. I just see liability. And she showed me her true colors, and I'm holding my ground, man. Like a dirtbag's a dirtbag, and I'm not dealing with that. And honestly, quite frankly, the men's self-improvement space, there's no need for a woman to come up in here and try to take any position of authority, let alone a woman who doesn't have her fucking shit together, which is Torsha. Okay? Women have no say. They have no right. They have no anything in this men's self-improvement area. In my channel, there will never be a female moderator on this fucking channel. There will never be like a female leader in the Masculine Empowerment Network. Never. This is by men, for men, run by men. And if you don't like it, you can gladly fuck off right on out of here because I don't give a shit. This is how I'm doing things on my show. This is how I'm doing things with my business. I hit 7 figures. Guess what? I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm going to keep doing it my way. Period.
To try to be a good partner?
Yeah.
No, you want to be a good partner. Like trying, that means you're trying to be something you're not, which means you're trying to be a good partner, but you're really not.
And going back to your question, with once the relationship, you know, she passed the test, basically, I handle everything financially. You know,
You have passed the test. Probation period is over.
How long is the probation
You are now
period?
entering the kingdom of MLD.
It's case by case, but typically
Look at how upset Natalia is. Look at
You are
this.
now entering the kingdom of MLD.
Look at that. But I feel like she's looking down too by hearing this. I feel like she's slightly, because looking down like that is a sign of submission in body language. Personally, I feel like she's struggling internally. There's a little conflict going on because she remembered me. Here, you know what? Let me show you exactly while we're on the subject of Natalia. Let me show you something, because without a shadow of a doubt, she knows who I am, because she was thinking about me the next day. Here is a clip of her
Game real quick.
when they were talking with Richard Hart, the founder of Hex, who was on Valuetainment the day after. And if you go to the 2:08 mark, 2 hours 8 minutes at the beginning here. Here's Natalia there.
Documentary.
All right, guys, brace for impact.
Yeah, or the
We'll make sure.
scammer in the world.
The weird things
Is
making one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we have ever seen.
Hex coin is 1,000% a scam coin.
That's that guy we had.
She said, here, oh, you can't. I'm covering them. Hold on. Shucks. I'll rewind it. Sorry, I'm covering there. Let me go back.
Pretty good.
What do you?
Or the
We'll make sure.
scammer in the world.
Hex coin is
Making one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we have ever seen.
Hex coin is 1,000% a scam coin.
That's that guy we had. I didn't like him. So
I think he ended up buying Hex, by the way.
That's that guy we had. I didn't like him, so just got to get my point in. Okay, Shanae. Yeah, she clearly didn't like me. You can see it all over her face right here. You know, that's the day later. You know what I was doing? I was cruising up and down I-95 in the Ferrari with Paul from Apex Mindset. I wasn't talking about her. She was talking about me.
MLD.
It's case by case, but typically, at least 6 months.
Yeah, that's a good.
At
I
least
would
6
guess
months.
6 months. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
because after 6 months you kind of know each other. You
Yeah.
know all the quirks and ins and outs.
Okay.
I don't pay their bills or anything, but anytime she's with me or I invite her to do anything, it's
No bill pay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to pay her bills.
Well,
She could
they're
pay
not
her
living
light-
together
Yeah,
yet.
she could pay her
They're
light bill.
Gotcha.
If she moves in with me and she's my wife, my woman, yeah,
Yeah, different.
I let them pay a little bit so they feel like they're contributing. You know what I mean? But that's
Right.
about it.
Got it.
why? What if a girl doesn't want to contribute? Do you let her not?
She can contribute her that bad attitude elsewhere.
Oh,
So if she does,
See how she's just like trying to fight with me? Like, why? Why is it like that? Well, in my house, it's the way I do things my way. Good Lord, what a pain in the ass, bro. No wonder she's single. Look at her.
You know what I mean? But that's
Why?
about it.
Got it.
why? What if a girl doesn't want to contribute? Do you let her not?
She can contribute her that bad attitude elsewhere.
oh.
So if she doesn't contribute, you won't accept that?
Right, correct.
So she has to contribute.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Here, I'll make you a deal. I had a situation where I said, listen, I was living with a girl for a while. I'm going to pay the rent. I got the rent. You're going to pay the utilities.
Bingo.
I'm going to pay $4,000 a month. You're going to pay $100 a month.
Okay.
If you have a problem with that,
Jesus Christ.
she's like, why do I have to pay that? I was like, listen, this is a fucking sick deal.
Listen, I work
Okay.
at Valuetainment
I
Money
don't
Lady.
need. Yeah, I don't need another $100, but I need you to have skin in the game.
Yeah.
This ain't a free ride.
Investment. Yeah.
Exactly. Skin in
Emotional.
the game. Okay. So anyway, so you don't always have to pay your woman's bills, but like,
No.
if everything's free, there's an entitlement attitude.
I mean,
and
it's different if
entitlement
you're
is
married.
unattractive.
It's different if you're married.
If you're
and you
married,
have
it's a
a
different
joint bank
story.
account,
But you're gonna have to have a crucial conversation when you're married. Are we having different bank accounts? Are you keeping your money? How are we doing? Are we commingling?
I feel like when you're married, like you have a joint bank account, because if the finances
Not on my watch.
are separate when you're married, you're not really married. And you know what? I don't want to see bills. I don't want to talk about bills. I just want them magically being paid.
I want the bills magically being paid.
I know.
Yeah, Jacob Arpit in the chat says, Adam was really in a bottleneck between MLD and Natalia. He should have just let me fight with her, and it would have been great videos. It would have been great television, and
the world can see me dominate her worse than I already did. Come on. What do you guys think? Did I win or did Natalia win? What do you tell me, guys? Let me see. Let me put I'll put a chat in the. I'll put a poll in the chat. Who won the debate? Okay. MLD or Natalia? Natalia. She spelled Natalia weird. There you go. We'll put that in the chat. You guys can vote while we continue on with the episode.
I know I work hard. I know
Yeah.
I make a lot of money. I know we have money, so I'm not worried.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to.
You don't have like a little sneaky peeky like little purse account, Like
No,
little-
I do not have any purse
Zero?
accounts. Zero.
Because your husband laid down the fucking law. He's like,
I
listen.
don't.
Does he
I'm
tell you how
dominating.
much you can spend based
No.
on no?
He
You
just
could
gives me the credit card.
Oh, you can just
He
go.
says
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
no limit.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the bag. Last question, and then we'll get into some questions. I want to talk about red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there some major red flags that a man should look out for in women today?
Yeah.
Being the opposite of what she just said, I think if a woman is not a giver, it's gonna be a harder relationship to be.
Well, I'm a giver. Believe me.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean you're a giver?
She said she was a giver earlier.
You mean like
I cook and
emotionally,
clean and
sexually?
Yeah.
sexually.
Like the giving.
Anything you wouldn't do if your husband asked for it?
I wouldn't say no to anything. No.
Anything?
No.
Honey, this is what we're doing tonight. It's a little
Yeah.
out there. It's a little freaky.
Yeah, let's try. Fuck
Let's
it.
go for it.
You know what? My
I need you to wear these antlers tonight.
yeah. I always try everything once.
Yeah. Is there anything you wouldn't do again?
No, not to this point. No.
Well, congratulations to your
Thank you.
husband. He's found a gem. Can you pull up the story about the gifting thing? So since you're a gifter and you're a giver, actually, I want to give you a shout out. I saw that when you were on Fresh and Fit, I don't know, this might have been around Christmas time, you showed up with gifts.
Yeah.
You showed up with gifts.
Yeah.
Is gifting your love language or one of your major love languages?
I mean, Myron was a member of the Masculine Empowerment Network before he was even Myron Gaines. And then that kind of led way to the Fresh and Fit podcast being birthed. So I love Myron like a brother. I've known him before he was Myron Gaines. You know what I mean? So no, I mean he's helped me out with a bunch of things.
So,
and I just
you have
was,
accepted
it's
the truth.
Christmas time, so I showed up with gifts for him and Walt and fucking
Oh,
and
that's so
Chris.
sweet. I
Chris.
love that.
Yeah. And gift giving is a big part of Japanese culture too. So
I love
think that's
gift
a little
giving.
bit why.
well, the tying in the gift.
Oh, thank you so much. Look, we got Mikhail Gorbachev, $50 super chat. He says, it's going to be a while before I super chat again due to my divorce battle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I wanted to give you props for making the dudes behind me better than my generation. Thank you, John. Hey, you are welcome, brother. Appreciate that huge donation. I really appreciate when every single one of you guys donates money because we're all men. We have to work for our money. And, Liz, earlier you donated. Thank you so much, sweetie. But all you guys, man or woman, really, I know, I just know the struggle of men and how, it's hard to get your bucks out there. And even my homegirl, Milagros, I know she fucking works her ass off. She does her own nail business and she's an entrepreneur. She's a successful woman. So honestly, any of you guys send me a donation, and this is not me like trying to like get the donation pot rolling right now so I can, get some super chats because I'm going to Colombia. Daddy needs vodka money, It's nothing like that. But honestly, from the bottom of my heart, every one of you guys, every time you donate into the super chat, thank you so much. YouTube thanks you too because they take 30%.
Thing and the being a giver, and there's nothing you wouldn't do.
Yeah, Natalia, I mean, I'm just gonna, I don't know. I mean, God, it's just so like, let's just take a look at her Instagram, shall we? Let's just take a quick segue to Instagram. So here she is in Las Vegas, going to the MGM Grand. It says, "Make yourself a priority. I promise you won't regret it." How old is she? I want to know how old she is. Hustle Man Rapper says, DM me. Who is this fucking simp? Who is this guy popular? Hustle Man the Rapper? DM me. It's a red flag right here. Massive red flag. Oh, what are we posing there? Showing off our ass? Maybe showing off the Yves Saint Laurent purse. Lovely outfit. How do I know she's American? Sneakers right here. Let's see what we got here. Las Vegas, baby. Here are some of my favorite highlights from our Las Vegas annual convention, MGM Grand. Thank you, PHP Agency, for always outdoing our expectations. And it's been an honor being in business together. Grateful beyond belief and super excited to see where we're going.
Shut up and take my money.
Stay tuned for the recap video. I guess this is something to do with Valuetainment. But anyways, she's dressed like Cleopatra, Jezebel, I don't know, something. There she's there. Oh, look at me. Camera's on me. Let's not show the event. We got to make sure I'm in every fucking photo angle here. Oh, Lord. I guess, is this mom and dad? She kind of looks like her. I wonder if this is mom and dad. Well, that might be, if this is dad, he don't look, I mean, I could just tell by the way he is. He don't look too alpha. He looks more on the beta side, which can kind of explain the daughter's demeanor. I don't know who these guys is. Who's this, 50 Cent? He's got veneers. Who's that, Daddy Yankee? Who is that? Over here, clearly advertising. Photo Dump Friday. Hey, young Dolph, I'm gonna need you to run that performance back one time. Okay, was that him? Is this the guy with the veneers? Young Dolph, Paper Rock. God, this is gonna get me banned. Ass on fucking Instagram. Let's see. Tongue out. You know what that means.
She belongs to the streets.
So I don't know what my computer's malfunctioning. Yeah, and is that a tattoo on her upper left titty area as well? I feel like that's a tattoo. So she got a tattoo there, tattoo on her right wrist. Oh, this must be Mr. Young Dolph. Shout out to you, homie. Here she is with George W. This is a wholesome photo. Those pants look like they're holding on for dear life. Good Lord. This is, oh yeah, she looks way younger, cuter here. 2019. Yeah, I guess this is mom and dad. She looks like she's running the relationship. Kobe. Rest in peace to the ghost. Jordan Belfort. Not Jordan Belfort. Jordan Peterson. Patrick Bet Dave, a great pick. Thank you for everything. Yeah, she's replying to, replying to daddy. Are working women doomed? What is this all about? Oh, this is me. Let's see what I say here.
She's happy. She's feminine. She's attractive. She's successful.
And she's married, though.
That's exactly.
If she was still single right now, would she be singing a different tune? And here's my point.
I think single girls are miserable.
Well, my point is that I don't think that women, and men for that matter, are ready to acknowledge what you just said.
Well, they need to grow the fuck up.
Well, and hear me out. Because, I cite this report all the time. There's a report out there that by 2030, so in 8 years from now, the majority of working women, okay, so that's ages.
I feel like that's going to copyright strike me. Yeah, so let's see what this is. More of Natalia being triggered.
If a guy is struggling, but he's ambitious.
No, okay. Anyways, yeah, so, just taking a look at the, should I send her a message? Hey, loved meeting you. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh, right, we got a super chat. I'm just looking at something real quick here. All right, let's see. Going back to did I get 2 super chats? Oh, Double Axe $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, best men's content out there. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. Okay, you have to go to one of your million other accounts, Billy. I'm banning you. Mother's running the family. That's why the girls are so entitled. Exactly. AJ Singh, 5 Great British Pounds, says, you should follow her just to piss her off. Should I? Should I? Let's see. Natalia Deville. Let's do it. Here we go, boys. Do I dare follow her? Let's see what happens. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. We are live. Okay, let's go back to the episode.
I saw this story and I wanted to get your guys' take on it. So here's an article where is gifts or is no gifts a red flag? And essentially the gentleman who wrote this editorial for this article saying that my daughter is dating a guy who says, listen, I just don't do gifts. Would you recommend dating a guy that just doesn't date gifts? So here's the deal. He doesn't give gifts. There's no wedding or anniversary presents, no birthday presents, Christmas, and all the rest. He says that there is far too much commercialization of these holidays.
I just like that the guy has an outrageous standpoint on life and he just holds fucking frame on it. That is I just love that, period.
Forces people to purchase and receive gifts that no one really wants.
This man's a pimp.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like,
this man's pimp. Honestly, I have respect for this guy.
Yeah.
That's fucking holding frame.
Oh, he
That's
holds
frame
his.
right there.
And he's gonna find a girl.
Listen.
He's gonna find a girl that's
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
Listen, everything is commercialized. Everything is sensationalized. Everything is
Commoditizing my love, baby.
Commoditizing. Everyone tells me I need to love you more on Valentine's Day. I need to get you a gift because it's Christmas.
Yeah, we don't give gift on Valentine's
None of
Day.
that?
No. We go out and eat. I usually cook something. I'm more often.
You
I
give
cook.
him some sort of a
Nope.
gift on Valentine's Day. Wink, wink.
Nope,
Nothing?
nothing.
Did you know where I was going with that one?
Yeah,
No?
I mean, yeah.
It's Valentine's Day every
Yes,
day in their house.
we do fuck on Valentine's Day. But
Okay.
I mean, I usually cook at home, and we have a nice stay-at-home thing, you know.
Okay.
So, but
You don't expect gifts from your man?
no,
At all?
no.
But
I don't.
he never
I don't.
doesn't show up with nice jewelry,
Oh,
nice
yes, he does.
flowers.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does, but-
so then he does give you gifts.
Yeah, but he wants to do it. I'm
Not expect it.
I don't expect it. It's like if he comes home with flowers to me, yeah, I'm gonna be happy, but I'm gonna be like, you know.
Yeah.
I
Do you
mean,
give
I
gifts
don't-
to your girls?
Yeah, all the time.
So you're a giver.
Yeah.
So, but you think
if
this dude's a pimp?
I think he's a pimp because he has standards and he's fucking enforcing them.
Yeah.
You know, for me, like my standard, for example, there are no girls' night out. Like you're not going to go out drinking with your girlfriends at a bar or a club. Like there's no net positive to you bringing this variable to our relationship.
None of that.
With me, I don't have time for that. Okay, so that's my boundary that I.
And Natalia's like boiling over there. I know she's just boiling. Like, what do you mean, no girls' night out?
Enforce, and I am.
I wonder what's the longest relationship Natalia has been in. I would guarantee it was probably I would say absolutely at the max, because she doesn't act like a girl who knows how to act in a relationship. I would say, but I'd be surprised if it was over 2 years. I would be like thoroughly surprised. 2 years alone I would be thoroughly surprised.
Happy to walk away from a woman who will not live by that boundary.
How soon do you enforce that though? You're not going to go on a girl on a
Immediately.
first date and say, "Listen, now
no,
that we're
no.
dating, there's no more hanging out with your friends."
No,
You're
no,
like,
no,
"Dude,
no.
I
No,
met you 15 minutes ago."
Once she starts showing, because a relationship doesn't happen unless a woman shows interest in it happening.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
you're saying past the dating phase. All right, now that we've dated, we've hung out.
Once she's making the move, that's why guys should never tell her, like, I want you to be my girlfriend first. Like, you got to wait for her to be like, you know, so what is this? So
What is this discussion?
Where's this going? What are
that happens
we?
3 months in.
What
by
are we?
standard, by
You please tell me.
industry standard. That's 3 months.
usually an hour for me. So what are we? Because I don't have time.
An hour? That's very
Yeah,
aggressive,
I don't have
Monica.
time. No, for me, it's like if I'm interested, and I'm very picky, like very picky. If I'm interested, I'm interested. It's like, yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, and I tell them, there is no, like, I don't know what this is. There is no dating around. There's no, we'll see where we're at. I don't have time. It's either we're on, or we're off. If we're going to be in the middle, you can find someone else.
That's what you did with your husband, you're saying.
And
how many dates until you gave him that speech?
I said it straight away how it was.
You're like, listen, buddy, I just met you 15 minutes ago. Are we getting married or no, motherfucker? Is this
No,
happening?
I mean, I told him.
Okay,
maybe,
yeah, Monica, yeah. Man,
maybe like 3.
I get to bang you and all your hot friends.
Yeah, we were
great.
like 3 months in, and I told him, you know what, I really like you. I think our personalities click, and that's very important for me. You're a guy that I want, that I need, that this is the person I want to have in my life. And I was like, this is it.
Respect. Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate. And by the way, we got you some gifts. No, just kidding.
I'm open.
Thank you, bro. We got you some water. We're wrapping the show up. Now I feel bad that I didn't get you guys gifts. I think we're gonna have to. We'll get you some Valuetainment shirts. Let's do that at the very least.
Perfect.
Just bring Patrick on.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get PBD.
I met Patrick in the parking lot after this. He saw me with the Ferrari. He's like, "So what do you do, man?" I was like, "I teach dudes how to fuck sluts."
Natalia.
Yes.
Let's get to some super chats. Pull them up. I want to feel the audience. I want to feel the passion. I want to see what's going on
You want the
here.
sauce.
I want
I'll
the
pull it up
sauce on the
here.
sauce cast.
I'll pull it up here so you can read these, but I'm going to read some of the super chats we had.
I'm
old.
honored that you think I could read all
Yeah,
that.
I'm old
I
and
know.
I'm blind.
Sorry. Yes.
I'm fucking honored that you think I can read
you know.
hieroglyphics 30 feet away.
Okay,
But
so
it looks nice.
there you go.
Gifts are for sad people to show off. At Butterfly Fins, Adam, you stud. Thank you, buddy. Women loves gifts. Natalia, you're gonna have to help me.
I'm going to
here.
help you out, but I'm going to read the super chats first.
Go do
So
the
we have
super chat.
Super chats,
Thank you.
Anime Red Pill, $10. He said Core 4, Money, Muscles, Game, and Frame.
Who said that?
That was Anime Red Pill.
Anime, respect, but MLD quoted. That's your thing.
He's one of my
Yes.
guys.
Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha. And then we have Cure Heat, $10. Shout out to Hot Dude Army. MLD's Core 4 have turned my life around. MMGF is definitely way. Don't forget to talk about man. Teach Sauce how not to simp. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'll
didn't
try
say
my
that.
best. Yeah, thank you.
Don't be hating. Don't be hating.
For the record, not a sip. I'm just
he's not a
canceling the
simp,
nice dinner
so
tonight.
Just
but-
make sure you guys know that.
Good.
Then we have, let's see. We have AJ Singh. He said MLD, fire. $2.
Shout out to AJ Singh. He's in the chat right now. Big ups to you, my man.
There. And then we had Rich. He said, how to establish frame with a girl from beginning, hookup, dating, relationships. I grew up by people pleasing mom, have always been the nice guy.
You know, if you don't like something that she's doing, tell her.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like,
It's super important.
and you'll feel it. You'll feel it in your stomach because, man, you're like, this bitch just said this shit to me. How dare she? You know, you gotta
hold it in.
You gotta
No,
speak
don't.
up. You gotta speak up.
So what would be, I think maybe what they may be even asking is like, how do you even like start that conversation? Because that can be kind of sensitive, like depending on like the women. Like you also don't want to attack the.
Very good question from
You know.
Natalia. What's the first sentence?
How do you start
Listen,
that?
something is
Because
on
the
my
women
mind.
do need to be
We got to
told,
discuss
you know,
something.
but how does a
hey,
guy
I
do
want to. Are you open to feedback? Is there?
No. You just sit them down. You do what they do to you. Hey, we need to talk. You know.
Hey, we need to talk.
Yeah.
That whole spiel.
You know. Hey, we need to talk. Like, and you just logically give it to them. Hey, you know, you did. Like, for example, you said that you wanted to go have a girls' night out. You know, your friends having a bachelor's party. You guys want to go to Cancun without me. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to bring any net positive to the relationship. That's going to cause more trouble, and I'm not okay with that. And I need you to understand that if you want this to continue,
You know,
that can't happen.
Oh, wait a minute.
And there's one of two things that can happen. You're gonna hold the frame no matter what. She's gonna be okay with it, or if she rejects you and she says, "Oh no, I want to go to Cancun," now you know where you stand.
There it is. Sorry, boys.
She can't be trusted.
Exactly.
Very good. That was
because
really
you know
good
what's
advice.
going on in Cancun.
I'm very good. I know you
Going
knew to
down.
me. I know you knew. I'm very good.
At this point, I was just pushing her buttons, and you can see Natalia. She's like getting on board at the end here again.
Now you know where you stand with her.
She can't be trusted.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very good. That was
Because
really
you know
good
what's going
advice.
on in Cancun.
I'm very good. I know you
going
knew to
down.
me. I know you knew. I'm very good.
You know what I like about John?
It is true.
The humility.
That's true.
Yeah. But it is true. It is true.
Yes, that is
Like-
very
Yeah.
true.
Natalia, keep going.
We have AJ Matthews, $5. MLD, Donovan Sharp, and Rolo helped keep myself from being a victim and instead start to thrive. And that's all of our super chats we have.
Solid.
Any advice you guys want to give to the audience today? Anything that you?
By the way,
the
I'm reading
younger
something
generation.
by scrolling a little bit because I want to butcher the name. Hatham Gaifar. Is that you?
Adam
is in a much better boss mood today than the last podcast. You killed it, brother. Thank you about that. We all have bad days, but today's that. Thank you. I am. You know what? I'm having a good day.
We came
I
back.
have a gorgeous girl on. I've got a hot dude on. Natalia has a great attitude. What? I've got money. I've got some muscles. I've learned
You're
the game,
holding my
dog.
frame.
Yeah.
I'm now holding the frame down.
Yep.
Holding the motherfucking fort down. Thank you for the hot dude life. Natalia, anything more?
I think that is it. When it comes to super chats, let's see. Yeah, that's it. When I see for the chats. Aside from that, I think that's it. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, share, follow our amazing guests today. I think we had some amazing
Yeah,
guests
where can
today.
people find you?
Instagram Swedish_Bella, and my Twitter is at Bella Swedish.
Okay. Swedish Bella, Bella Swedish. You know the name, you
TikTok
know the game.
is Rest in Peace.
Hold on, what do you
What,
mean?
what?
You have a totally different TikTok
Yeah.
name?
No,
Well, it's Rest in Peace.
Oh, gotcha. Like
gone.
It's dead.
TikTok
It's-
stuff.
It's dead.
Why, you were shaking a little too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I wasn't. They're just being bad.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Fucking China. Fucking China.
So, yeah.
MLD, where we can find you?
Just YouTube, Modern Life Dating. It's in the title here. Just click on that. Hit the subscribe button. I am back where I.
All right, so that's pretty much the show.
So, you have accepted the truth.
And thank you, Brandon Chappelle, for subscribing. We're almost to 40,000. I think we're like 300 and change away from 40,000. I want to read through some of these comments here. So the number one comment here, Natalia getting super triggered about the man being the leader of the household. Well, we can now confirm she is a full-on feminist. Very, very true. Mad, I'm not going to read this guy's name. Natalia, if your manager, e.g. husband, gives you a project, e.g. take care of the household, that means you have the responsibility and authority to perform that task to its completion. That does not make you the leader. It makes you the project leader, to which you report your progress to the manager, who can adjust your project priorities or directions as required. That's what MLD was trying to help you understand. Thank you so much. This guy continues to go on. Thirdly, Modern Life Dating does as he teaches when he held frame with Natalia. This guy's smart. He saw it all. A lesser man would have just rolled over, but he just let her know what she thought is just not the case. It was very out of character for her as well to argue that point. It was honestly an airhead moment because she was arguing about the minutia of leadership. Was odd to die on that hill out of nowhere. His point was simply that there's one ultimate leader, even though he may listen to his wife on certain subjects, just as the CEO would listen to the CFO on finances of the company, but the CEO is still top dog. Men need more frame like this brother on the show. Unapologetically say what is. What a fucking... That guy gets a wow. That guy gets a wow, okay? I get myself a wow as well. Your boys coming through in the super chat. Yeah, it was awesome to see that. We got a super chat, $4.99 super chat from Bozer. He says, I learned the lesson of keeping my thoughts to myself. I was talking to my cousins about men and women, and while my cousins are so blue-pilled, I feel alone. It's okay. It's okay. Just work on yourself. Just focus on yourself. Money muscles a game frame. You're gonna be solid and you're gonna be okay. Jesus, take the wheel. Let's go. Natalia is an undercover feminist. Bella seems legit, and MLD is the GOAT. Bella kept qualifying to him. This is game and frame, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Alien Elite.
Shut up and take my money.
There's the super chat I just read. I'm going to see some more. Don Johnson says, this is not difficult to accept, but she is rebelling against it. The leader delegates, as with any hierarchy. What women don't get is that so much time is wasted quibbling over decisions, big and small. Men do not want to spend a second being questioned over every little thing, straight up. Arguments and nagging are poison to relationships. If he is a competent man, she will acquiesce. It is best for the family unit and something I always believed but failed miserably at. I was not competent enough to lead. You know, you got to learn from other people's mistakes. Let's see what else they have to say here in the chat about her. Let's see. Madam Mrs. Livestream, but happy to watch. Cool to see MLD here. You get a thumbs up. Her. Natalia just went to a plastic surgeon and said, "Make me look like a bimbo." That's funny. Did she get her boobs done? I'm wondering. What else is it? Yo, I'm surprised this girl is aware. She was right when she said and women hate injured women. Oh no, that's about Andrew Tate. Adam wins the victim game. Adam's real soft dude. That's funny. You need a replacement for Natalia. Open casting calls. And Sauce can't see she's undercover. The propaganda has gotten to her. MLD with the facts. You get a thumbs up. This guy. Oh, let's see what this guy says. This guy has leadership confused. A leader develops and trusts his team to make decisions. Yes, they hold the veto power, but if you have the right partner, you can empower them to make the most of the decisions while you focus on the big ticket items. Yeah, but you don't. This guy doesn't get what leadership is, okay? Because at the end of the day, you have to bring the task that is done to the leader for approval. Like, this is the task you gave me. Here's what I've done. Do you approve of this or not? Period. He still has the final say. So let's see. This guy, Tendo Kanyike, few things regarding men being leaders. One, I absolutely agree. Duh. However, I don't understand how the moderator girl, for as many times as she's heard this conversation, was confused or stuck on how this was applied. She was cute until she spoke. But damn, she got caught up in semantics and a false interpretation of value for the women's role. What MLD was saying, I believe Bella was, judging by her concurrence in the background, is that it is baked in. In order for said type of relationship to work, the man has to be in charge. The woman's role, value, and significance has already been decided as to what she contributes, how, etc. This is what makes for a good complementary relationship. And what women want or prefer to respect about a man. This is kind of all over the place. I don't doubt she doesn't get this. However, for a split second, I felt like a pinch of hidden feminism was creeping out. It's not hidden. She's clearly like a modern woman. She's just, bro, like, why do people just think like if a woman is associated with people who vote conservative, like she's automatically like not tainted with feminism? Every woman in America is tainted with that shit, and they don't even realize it. And then on to Adam's intervention for peace in trying to divert the point. Come on, bro. That was a very critical point to just leave on the side of the road. Why, Adam? Why? Okay. Kahir says, yo, I can't believe we had John on. He's super smart and underrated in the RP community. Thank you so much. Yes, I am. Was Natalia drunk, hungover, or extremely tired? At the beginning, she was slurring her words like 50 Cent after being shot in the mouth. Even Adam noticed something was off. She might have been hungover. Men lead in all aspects. Natalia is another modern woman. She'll learn the hard way. She's got more time because of her beauty. She's confused on who's the leader and who's in charge of the household. Yeah, there you go. Natalia is a strong, independent woman. Huge turnoff, to be honest. Like, she's attractive for sure, but wouldn't want that mentality taking care of my kids. Big facts. Yep. There we go. So, that's the episode. How did I do? I feel like I did a pretty good job today. But yeah, that was a breakdown.
Shut up and take my money.
Thank you, Dan Sparks, for the $20 super chat. Just says rage quit with his super sticker. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, that is exactly what I wanted to break down. It kind of just show you about, the modern woman situation going on there, and then also how you got to be able to hold down some frame and really need to know what exactly is going on with the dynamics in a communication with man and woman from a third party's understanding, like how you're watching right now. You need to have a deeper level of understanding regarding that in order for you to elevate your game to the next level, because it will definitely take your game to the next level. Okay. Other than that, I think that's it, guys. So listen, thanks so much for watching today. You get out there and be somebody, all right? Don't forget, Bogota Bad Boys is going down October 18th to 24th. Stay in touch. Stay in touch. We'll let you know what's going on. Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. Peace out.